So the other day and this morning we were talking about the different things that are give rise to mental afflictions. I think we call them in our Lamrim the factors that stimulate the arising of the mental afflictions. And I was thinking about mostly about this one called inappropriate attention, and that Venerable describes. This will be familiar. Maybe those words aren't, but do you pay attention to negative aspects of situations, and do you have biases and quick to jump to conclusions or be judgmental? And that's the part of the mind that just goes there, and how that also can be kind of a mental habit, and those tendencies just happen. And I was watching in my meditation this morning, and I think when I was walking around, something happens and you kind of get this like, why that? And it's so funny to just like keep this kind of list of what causes the things arising in your mind, and especially the inappropriate attention of this. And it's so funny to think of it just as a habit and just as something that arises, and that you can actually make a choice about what's going on. It doesn't, without reflection, it feels pretty automatic. But when you kind of tear it apart, when you're, especially when you're sitting on the cushion, you can just say, wow, look at that habit. Look at that coming that way again. Look at that, this whole thing is unfolding, and I'm focusing on this part, which is the part that is unpleasant. And the whole thing is so much bigger than that. And then I think that's why the kindness of others is so helpful, because when we have this inappropriate attention that's focusing on the negative aspects, we're just kind of narrowing in, and our mind is so small. And then, when it's not overpowering you, it's kind of, those are the times when I'm able to look at it, and then you can just kind of widen the whole thing out and say, okay, well, maybe that is the case, but also how about looking at the whole situation? Because actually oftentimes, maybe a person is helping you do something, but maybe you don't like the way they're helping you. This is one example. Well, you could focus on this small little aspect of how it's not working out for you, or you could focus on the larger aspect of this person is taking their time and, caring and being involved and helping. And there's so many ways to look at it. And I was thinking how I had so much difficulty with this when I first met these teachings about mind training. And I think this is where the meditations on emptiness, even though I don't understand emptiness very well, but at least conceptually, and just trying to spend some time with it, have some feeling about what that means. It's what allows this to loosen up, because before it was like this battle inside, like, no, this is reality. This is how things are. It's like this. But then when you start thinking about emptiness and how everything is just from so many myriad causes, your mind can't stay so focused on that one little thing. You're just seeing one little sliver of the whole rainbow of activity, And so I think this is why, even though maybe we won't realize emptiness in this lifetime, it could still be quite beneficial to take this, adopt this as a way to kind of look at things. And then, these habits, they're going to probably be going on for quite a while, but we don't have to let them rule our minds. And then, at the moment when you can catch it, then you start getting confidence that, well, maybe when it's a little bit, maybe another time I'll be able to catch it. And maybe I'll be able to catch it before it gets big, which is what we need to do. That's difficult. But so I think that it's nice to know through the teachings what causes the arising of our afflictions, so that we can then actually work at that level, which is very doable. You can recognize that happening in your mind. You can choose how much contact do I want with objects that give me this kind of reaction. And then we can learn to settle these things out. So that's my reflection for the day.